Alright, so I got it apart. I think what happened was I accidentally rotated the actuator 180 degrees while it was in the unlocked position, which allowed me to relock it then. But once I had, I think this, either the spring wouldn't let it go back enough to unlock, or because one of these cutouts is shallower than the other, and then it was on the wrong side. I'm holding the camera in my hand, I'm sorry. You'll notice how there's a shallower side on that, and there's one of these sides that's got, the shackle's got a groove cut in it. Those are supposed to pair up. That's how it keeps from dumping the shackle out the whole way. But once they're reversed, it doesn't, if the shallow side is on this side, which has to go in all the way, the ball bearing doesn't go in all the way, and then the shackle gets stuck even when you're in the unlocked position. So I think that's what I did. And because you have to remove this while it's unlocked, I botched removing it because it didn't come out cleanly because it was all fucked up. And in doing that, I broke the little brass washer that holds the spring in place. So now I've basically fuckered it. As I see it, we've got two options. One, take this tailpiece and we solder or epoxy or somehow affix a chunk of brass so that this is a full half moon. We stick it back together without the spring, and then, since it's a full half moon, it'll interface completely with this thing, and it'll basically act like a key retaining core, because it will be. It'll be key retaining and it'll be unsprung. Reason I can't just throw this in without the spring on it, without modifying the core by adding that little piece of metal, is because since this is a quarter moon, it doesn't go back to the locked position when you relock the core, and it just stays unlocked. It needs the spring to relock it when you push the shackle down. Without the spring, it doesn't relock. So we would have to add something to make this a half circle instead of a quarter circle so that it interfaces completely with this, and then it will relock when you relock the core. Option 2, which I think I like a little bit better, because one, I think that if we were to solder something to this, I feel like eventually it would come loose, it would break off, and then bad things would happen. The whole lock would be bricked. Well, actually, when the thing falls off, it would be unlockable, but then it wouldn't relock again. I think that would be the failure mode. But I don't like that option because I feel like it wouldn't last very permanent, and it would look shitty every time I took this lock apart from now on till forever. This, by the way, is why I never take the actuator out. It's because I always fuck it up. I also bent the spring a little bit. But option 2 is I've got this piece of sheet metal. It was originally a 50-inch long piece of 25 thousandths shim stock that I bought off Amazon to make lockpicks out of, and I sheared it into half-inch wide strips, but there's this little butt piece at the end that didn't fit into the shear because it has a guard to keep you from cutting your fingers off, so you can only push things in so far. This is in 12 thousandths, the other one's in 25 thousandths. So what I think I can do with these is take apart another 1100 or American lock or whatever without breaking it, measure the washer, get its dimensions, draw that out on here, cut it out, bend the two tines so that they're at 90 degrees like they're supposed to, and basically just replace the washer with one made out of stainless steel. That's option 2. I like that option a little bit better. It requires more work, but I think the end result, if I can pull it off, will be better than option 1. So that's where I'm at right now with fixing this. Obviously, this is going to be a long-term project. Probably won't get to work on it till Thanksgiving when I don't have school anymore. But, I mean, I'm a goddamn engineer. If I can't figure out how to replace a fucking washer, what even am I anymore? I mean, seriously. So, let me know what you think down below. Whether you like modifying the tailpiece so that it's key retaining or replacing the washer with one handmade out of steel. Whichever. I'm leaning towards the steel washer, but you guys let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Oh, God. Alright, I fucked this one up, boys. I fucked it up good. See you next time.